Disturblings is a dark-humored, push-your-luck tower defense game for one player that plays in 30 to 45 minutes. In it, you play as three-armed anti-hero Bobby Butcher as he struggles to stop a mad scientist from expediting human evolution using genetically modified alien organisms, and all while you're handcuffed to an injured sheriff. Disturblings plays in 3, possibly 4 stages, with each stage introducing a slight thematic twist to the gameplay that'll keep things interesting. In Stage 1, you'll roll dice to strengthen your defenses, secure ammo for the injured sheriff's ankle gun, and, most importantly, to reload your main gun without fumbling ammo and incurring a penalty. On top of that, you can spend confidence points to use whatever items you can find on the injured sheriff, like mace, a taser, the sheriff's hat, baton, badge, or even his belt. All while you're using various skills and earning achievements to boost your confidence points. This balance is important because if your confidence falls too low, you'll become panicked, which will make survival even tougher. During Stage 1, Disturblings will be scampering towards you, so you'll need to keep them at bay to avoid being overwhelmed. To determine which of the 3 columns of enemies advance, you'll roll a die. It could only be 1 column advancing, or it could be 2. Once the enemy turn ends, it'll be your turn. You'll first flip a chance card, which will reveal the available ankle gun ammo you can secure this turn, along with a modifier. If the modifier says while revealed, it means if the listed conditions occur while the card is revealed, then the listed result will happen. When it says if fumbled, it means if you allow your ammo to go over your available ammo limit, the listed result will happen. In this way, the risk you take each turn will be slightly modified by whatever is on the chance card. Regardless, you'll need to spend ammo equal to the number on the bottom of an enemy card to defeat it, or at least strengthen your defenses enough to hold them back. If you allow an enemy to reach you, you'll advance the Disturbling tracker by the amount of pips at the top of the enemy card. If the tracker reaches the top icon, you'll become overwhelmed and will lose. Stage 2 begins when you reveal the mad scientist, Dr. Lazarus. During Stage 2, play will continue in mostly the same way, except the mad scientist, Dr. Lazarus, will join in and will be slinging syringes at you. Where these syringes strike is determined the same way enemy movement is, which is a roll of a die. Each time these syringes hit a defense, you'll reduce that defense die value by 1. If the value falls below 1, you'll relocate that die to the Dr. Lazarus card. More on this in a moment. Stage 3 will begin after each Disturbling has been defeated. At this point, Dr. Lazarus will be all that's left and will become enraged and will continue his onslaught, but will now advance 1 space towards you each turn. If he reaches you, you'll lose, so put him down fast. Once you put Dr. Lazarus down, he will attempt a last-ditch effort and will inject himself with his mutation. To determine the success of this mutation, you will roll 1 die. If that die is a 6, or if that die added to the values of the dice on his card are a 6 or higher, he'll succeed and will mutate. You'll then flip his card to reveal the strength of the boss monstrosity that he mutates into. If he mutates, you'll begin Stage 4 and will flip most cards to their alternate sides to set up the endgame. At this point, you've now become panicked and have slung the injured sheriff over your shoulder, and items are no longer available to you as you attempt to dodge the monstrosity's acid spit. During this stage, there are 3 ways to win. 1. Survive until the chance card deck runs out, which means you live but leave the monstrosity to wreak havoc on the world. 2. Defeat each boss monstrosity section. 3. The most glorious of all, behead the monstrosity by striking the behead card 3 times. During this stage, there are no more enemy cards, only acid cards, and they'll be raining down on you repeatedly. If push comes to shove, you can sacrifice the injured sheriff to save yourself, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. Acid cards activate the same way enemy cards did in previous rounds, only you'll be rolling more dice. The amount of dice you roll is determined by how many green icons are on the monstrosity, so it'll be wise for you to target those sections first. To defeat a section, you'll need to spend ammo equal to the number on it. Hopefully, you survive to fight another day, but if you don't, simply try again.